I know this video is probably not going to get a ton of views because I don't have a really fun title and I don't have a picture of some sexy girl on the cover, but I still think that this is one of my most important videos, and I hope that you're here watching this right now. If you've ever seen the movie 8 Mile with Eminem, then you know that last rap battle scene, the one where Eminem basically makes fun of himself the whole time. So at the end, his opponent is completely speechless and has no idea what to say to attack him.
Here, tell these people something they don't know about me.
Now that movie's kind of cheesy, I don't love the movie, but I love that scene. And the reason why is because basically we got Eminem sitting there and he's basically just saying like, hey, there is nothing at all that you can say to me that I don't already know. There's nothing that you can say to me to hurt me because I am aware of everything. The point of making this video today is to teach you how to deal with haters, and I really urge that you watch until the very end because this is going to be crucial in your dating game. If I had $1 for every single time someone said what I do for a living is kind of weird or kind of unusual, I would, well, I won't be that rich, but I at least have $200 because I've heard it so many different times. People saying like, oh, that's weird, you do that for a living? Oh, that's strange, like I didn't know that that was necessary. And then this goes back to you, the person who's learning this stuff, right? Learning dating advice is becoming a little bit more normal in culture, but it's not really accepted yet. I know that you are watching right now and you're probably ashamed of learning this stuff, and you don't really tell people, you don't share with people that you're learning this. And that's fine, you don't have to tell people, you can keep this all to yourself, but you need to know that if what you're doing in this world is trying to make you a better person, then it's okay. It's not weird that you're learning this stuff, it's not weird that you're trying to get better, and it's absolutely not weird if you're trying to attract the kind of girl you want and not settle. This is very important. Which brings me to the idea of being self-conscious, okay? So basically, if you were able to give yourself self-compassion and self-love, things that aren't really talked about in the dating advice community, and I understand why, because it's not very practical information, and when someone says, oh, just love yourself, or oh, just, like yourself and have self-esteem, it's not that easy to take that advice. But it is the most important. If I were to snap my fingers and magically give you very high self-esteem and you would completely love yourself, do you know what would happen? You probably wouldn't need to watch any more videos on YouTube for dating advice because you would be so confident in yourself and so comfortable in yourself that you wouldn't need any techniques. You'd just be able to go up to any girl and just be comfortable because you don't have any self-esteem issues. So what I'm trying to do in this video is bring that concept to a practical idea, something that you can actually take away and do, because a lot of people hear vague language like self-love and self-esteem and self-compassion, and they get it and they want it, but then they don't really know what to do with it. So what can you do to start practicing this? Well, realistically, this whole concept could take years on end. So what I'm going to give you is kind of like the first step to the 1,000-step journey, and that is awareness. It's being aware of your flaws. It's being aware of the things that someone maybe made fun of you in the past for. It's being conscious of those things that kind of make you feel a little crappy about yourself. So what I want you to do is I want you to bring those into your awareness, and I know that it's going to seem a little bit painful, but this is the reason why people aren't able to fix this, is because they kind of take those ideas and thoughts and that negativity, they push it down, they're not aware of it, and it still eats them alive. So what I want you to do is be aware of those. I want you to actually think about right now, what is the one thing that you don't love about yourself? Maybe it's something physical, maybe it's something in the way that you act, maybe it's a disability, maybe it's the color of your skin, maybe it's your religion, maybe it's because you failed sometime in the past, maybe it's because you made a mistake, maybe it's because you embarrassed yourself, maybe it's because you've gotten rejected. Whatever the list is, I want you to think of one thing. What's the one thing that bothers you? Bring that into awareness, and now I'm going to ask you to do something pretty crazy. I'm going to ask you to write it down in the comment below. Why are you going to do this? It's because when you write it down in the comment below and you bring awareness into it, you're also going to write, and I own it. I want you to start thinking on a positive level. This is more like positive psychology. I'm not saying that this is gonna fix all of your issues. In fact, if you have a lot of these issues, therapy is a great way. But this is one aspect of positive psychology that can help. Bring it into awareness and saying, I own it. And even if you don't believe that thought, even if you're like, well, I don't own it and I still hate it, it doesn't matter. Just bring the thought that you own it into awareness, and the best way is to write it down. The best way is to make it last forever here on youtube.com. Write it down below in the comments. And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to look and read at every single one of these. I hope I see 1,000 comments, and I don't care how long it takes me, I'm gonna read every single one of those. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick 3 of the very best. How am I gonna pick what the best one is? Well, I think what I'm gonna do is pick the ones that are the most vulnerable, what I can tell is the hardest to write, because I'm gonna push you to write something that you really are uncomfortable to write. And the 3 people that I love best, I'm going to give you for free my Fearless Formula program. That is the program that is going to teach you how to build your self-esteem and get you on a level that makes you feel confident and feel comfortable with who you are. So 3 people are going to get that for free. But the only way to get that opportunity is to write it down below. Now, I know there's gonna be a lot of you asking about the Fearless Formula program. I'll put that in the description below. I'll put a little link to that if you wanna get that. But, you know, listen to me. I'm not trying to sit here and I'm not trying to sell you anything. What I'm trying to do is just get you on a level that's thinking a little bit differently than you were yesterday. You don't need that program. You don't even need to write the comment down below. You don't need any of that stuff. What you really need is to start thinking differently. A big reason why guys don't have confidence and can't attract a girl is because they sit there in a whirlwind of their own negative thoughts. And so what I'm trying to do with this video is disrupt that pattern. That's what we need to do. We need to completely disrupt it. So I hope that's what this does for you, and I hope we can start this journey together. I'll be talking about more about this stuff as much as I can on further videos. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, I am going to read some of the meanest YouTube comments I have received in the past 6 months to a year. Here we go. Okay, let's get to some mean comments. Warning, none of his advice will work if you aren't wealthy, a thug, and a bad boy. Go MGTOW. This sounds incredibly stupid and gay. I will not be asking this faggotry ass questions. Bro, your channel is straight garbage now. Can you handle that? Can you get to the point already? I seem to get that one a lot. What kind of lame fucking advice do you call that? LOL, this guy giving advice. Ha 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 ha. 7 minutes for that? Too long to get to the point. Thanks, Captain Obvious. I like the guy who said it too. Hi, Mark. Those 3 hints could have taken 3 minutes tops to explain. Dude, enough with wasting people's time and just get to the point of your dumb videos. Thanks, Josh. You talk too much. Man, you guys aren't creative enough. I thought there'd be some meaner comments. Hopefully I don't get those in the comments below. But if I do, I own it and I can handle it. You know why? Because haters back off.